Hi everyone, so I'm back with another plan with me. I just really felt like I was in the mood to plan, so this is my next available spread. It's actually only May 8th, so I am planning this quite a bit ahead of time, but I'll probably just put down my basic layout and then just fill in the details as it gets a little bit closer. So this is the kit I'm using. It is a kit from Brittany Design, so it's another printable kit. And this is actually, so I went ahead and I printed out a whole bunch of her kits, pretty much all the ones I bought like a month ago, before I ever thought I would get a silhouette. So that's why they're all pre-printed. So I did have to go and I hand cut them last night. It's actually really therapeutic for me to do that. So whatever, it does take quite a bit though. So I hand cut them. I cut them into kind of like big chunks, and then I did my best at like kiss cutting them with my little X-Acto knife and ruler. So we'll see how this works out. But this kit, I think she called it iCat, but it's kind of just like these like brightly colored paint strokes, that sort of thing. I thought it would be really pretty, especially for summer. So we'll get started with this. So I will get started with the Today headers. I'm trying to figure out how I should do this actually. Because I think the last time I used one of her kits, I actually went down and did washi along the bottom first. And this is one of the things I really like about having these like printable things, because I cut them out so I can kind of place them and see how I like it first. Yeah, so I might actually put that at the bottom. Do I want this at the bottom? Here are the washi options. So it's got this too. Yeah, I think I do want it at the bottom because I think I do want the Today or the ombre checklist at the bottom. Do I? Yes, okay. Yes, I do want the ombre checklist at the bottom. So I think I do want like kind of that brighter color. I'm sorry, this is just a mess. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how I want to plan this. I don't know which one goes with this actually. I think it's this. Oh, you know what? No, that's why. I never cut this in. So typically the washi comes in 3 pieces, but because this already has white stripes, so this is where the divider is. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, I never bothered cutting that just to give myself some more wiggle room. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do the washi at the bottom. I'll do that. We'll just see how this goes. And kind of another reason I really like printables too, besides the fact that like they're just such great prices, is because I feel like if I use stickers, I'm really scared to, I guess, like quote unquote mess up the kit. Whereas if I use printables, I know I can always just go and I print another copy, which I don't know. All right, I'm sorry guys, you guys weren't even in frame for that. Okay, so I think I'll just do this at the very bottom. And again, I just really love how she has these options, like all the different washi available, because it makes it really easy to adapt for the Happy Planner, because otherwise the stickers are Erin Condren sized, and I do understand why most people do Erin Condren sized stickers, because you can always kind of adapt for the Happy Planner, and I feel like most people still do have Erin Condren over the Happy Planner, but just requires just a little bit of creativity then. Let's see if we can do this right. Okay, hopefully that worked. Yes, okay. So that's that. Okay, this is already a mess. Okay, I'm gonna put these to the side. Now I'm gonna put down this one, which I feel like I might actually just cut this first. right, well, that worked out nicely. Really like this print. So I've been watching a lot of Plan With Me's lately, and I really like the ones where they kind of just talk through the entire thing. But it's been like, what, a minute, and I'm already having trouble talking while putting stickers down. So I don't really know how they do that. Like, literally, it takes some skill. It really does, because I don't know how they do that. Okay. So for these, I think I'm gonna use the red one in the middle and kind of build from there. Not because I don't like the red one, it's just because with some of these where like the top color is really dark, it gets like really hard to write on. At least with the Staedtler it does. So at least that's my reasoning. Alright, and we'll see how well I kiss cut this. Probably... Oh, that actually turned out pretty well. And I'm not sure if I mentioned in my last Plan With Me, which I filmed like 2 weeks ago and still haven't even gotten around to editing or uploading it. We'll see. Hopefully that's up by the time this video is up. But I really like having the to-do boxes all across the bottom. Mainly because I really like having the to-do boxes all on one level, but then I like having the weekend banner on the very top. So how I used to plan would be I would have the to-do boxes across on the week, but then like move it down a little bit on the weekend, and that kind of bothered me just a little bit. Again, probably not a big deal to most people. You know what? I probably didn't even have to use that really dark red. So that was dumb. Yeah, I definitely did not have to use that dark red. Did not think this through. Okay. We're just gonna keep going. But yeah, so I got sidetracked already. Yeah, I don't know how people are able to talk through the entire thing. So clearly you can kind of see my cutting skills are not quite up to par. But that's okay. Like I said, it was really therapeutic for me, kind of, just to cut it. Hopefully this is in frame. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm still new to this. But, yeah. Like, I don't understand how people can talk their way through a 30-minute video. I feel like I'm already starting to get winded, which is really sad. Already starting to get winded. I did actually film 2 videos right before this, so that's kind of my excuse. But I don't know that I have that much to talk about to begin with. Which I'm really not a very talkative person in the first place, so maybe that's part of it. Did I leave enough? Yes, okay. Yeah, so I'm really not a very talkative person to begin with. Plus, I'm still kind of new to this planning, especially planning on camera thing. So I feel like I need to make sure I actually pay attention to what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm gonna wind up screwing it up. I mean, I guess it's just like stickers on a planner, so even if I screw it up, no big deal, right? But yeah, like seriously, whole new appreciation for people who film, just people who film videos in general, because it is hard. Especially if you're kind of new to the thing, it's hard to figure out lighting and camera angles and all of that. But especially the people who film the kind of long, rambly Plan With Me's, it's really hard to fill up the talking time. So I don't know, if there's like really long periods of awkward silence in this as I'm trying to lay down stickers straight, I might just do some speeding up, but we'll see. I'm gonna try my hand at kind of like the long rambly one, just because like that is actually what I've been really enjoying watching. I like to just put it on as like background. That is already looking really pretty, and I'm sorry, I just keep standing up to check and make sure this is still in frame. And hopefully, I'm not sure if these colors are turning out as vibrant as they are in person. I have been trying to Instagram my spreads, so if you want to see how vibrant these colors really are, you can always head over there. But, okay. So this one might be tricky. I kind of like kiss cut these little things too, just because cutting the labels out or cutting the headers out is like a huge pain in the butt. So I tried kiss cutting them, and we'll see how well that worked. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so here's kind of the problem. So there's a little space between all the labels, and now like this little white bit is coming off. But other than that, but yeah, because I still haven't gotten around to filming my other, or to editing my other plan with me, which was like kind of my graduation spread, I still have no idea how the camera angle turns out. I have no idea how the lighting is. I don't know how the sound is. I'm just kind of going at this blind here. Okay. And I really like being able to rip out these happy planner pages. It just makes things so much easier. You've already watched me kind of flip these pages all over the place to try to get these stickers on. Okay, this is actually turning out pretty good. I'm excited. Still have no idea what I'm doing this week. So like I mentioned, I don't know if I really don't remember if I really talked about it in my other spread, but the other one I filmed was a graduation spread, which hopefully I will get around to editing and uploading at some point, considering graduation is next week. It's May 12th. So hopefully I'll get that up before this one goes up. But I am graduating from pharmacy school, which I'm really excited to finally be done. It's been a really long process. I'm just gonna check and make sure everything's in frame again. It is, okay. But yeah, it's been just a really long time coming. I don't know how I'm gonna do these full boxes actually. And I have these too. Sorry, I really keep getting sidetracked. Again, I don't know how people are able to film really coherent plan with me's where they just like talk about their lives. I can't seem to do it. I don't know. So these are kind of the full boxes. I don't know how I want these. I'm probably gonna put these down throughout the week because I only have 5 of them. I wish it came with more. I like everything to be even throughout the week. Just kind of my little neuroses. So I wish it came with more of these. The kit comes with some more things. It comes with more headers, the little things. I really don't track any of the little things like. Okay, cool. So my camera shuts down automatically. I don't know if it's because I've just let it sit idle for too long or if it's because it's overheating. One problem I have too is that I think I'll do that. Yeah, one problem I have too is that the memory card that works with my camera that I have is only 8 gigabytes. So it really, like, it says it's supposed to be good for 120 minutes of video, but I feel like that's not quite true. This is just a little bit crooked. Yeah, I feel like that's not quite true. And I did buy another memory card, but it turns out that my camera doesn't support one with, so I bought a 64 gigabyte memory card and it turns out my camera does not support that. So I still have the Canon T1i. This is the first DSLR I ever got. And I just haven't found a good reason to upgrade. I mean, the camera still works perfectly. So I just haven't really found a good reason to upgrade it. Oh, uh-oh. But I do think I want to upgrade at some point. But yeah, apparently this camera does not take SD cards that are 64 gigabytes, at least from what I've read online. Yeah, so we're just gonna go with it. That's kind of one of the things I had a little bit of problem with my last Plan With Me, because the camera would just shut off and I wouldn't really know where it shut off, and then I kind of just ran out of memory on all my memory cards, because the other two I have are 4 gigabytes, which if you're taking photos with these, that's perfect. I mean, that's more than enough space. But if you're trying to shoot video, that becomes a problem. And I used to only use it for photos. Okay, so there's that, and I think I'm going to use this for kind of my study schedule. So for pharmacy, what happens is you graduate from pharmacy school, but that just means that you've passed all the classes you need to be a pharmacist. You actually still have to take exams in order to actually become licensed. So there's one you need to take that is more focused on like the actual knowledge of like pharmaceutics and that sort of thing, and therapeutics. So that's called the NAPLEX, and that is coming up, and I don't know when I'm gonna take it. Hopefully not until June, because I feel like I need more time to study for it. But yeah, I still have no idea when we need to be taking that. And then the other one is the law exam, which from everyone I've talked to, they said the law exam was actually harder. Granted, these tend to be like the really smart people. So, I mean, the NAPLEX really does have a really high pass rate. So in theory, I should not have an issue with it. But like I said, it's mostly been just the really smart people that have said that the law exam is harder. So I am just a tad worried. Do I want it like that? Yes, I think I do. And I think I'm going to do this. And maybe do like... I guess these do, for the most part, have matching... Yeah, so I guess these, for the most part, do have matching bits for it, so... I'm not a huge fan of just having the weekend just be like this. And actually, maybe I can just do... I can use up these pieces too. These are a little bit larger than necessary. But that's fine. I kind of just want to use up the pieces. We have that, and then we have this. See, I'm not a huge fan of this little bit. So I might exchange, but would it be too much? Okay, this is just stupid. No, like, I don't know why I'm having such issues. Yeah, I guess I'll leave that just because I'm already doing the entire weekend in this bit. Okay. Let's see how best to do this now. I think the best thing to do might just be to put it down and worry about it later. Oh, and that's another thing. I need to grab an actual weekend banner. So the weekend banner that this kit comes with is just a little bit hard to cut out. So I was gonna grab a different one. That's not perfect, but that's okay. Do I want... I'm gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna move all that aside. If only these lined up really nicely, but they don't, so that's okay. Well, actually, probably should have done this before that got stuck down. Okay, Sorry, I'm kind of just mumbling to myself. Like I said, I'm really not used to this whole talking for however long it's gonna take me to do this plan with me thing. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna do that. And we're going to cut this one. But anyway, like I said, I keep getting off track. The test that I have to take to get licensed as a pharmacist, I still don't know when I'm taking that exactly, because we can't schedule it until after we actually graduate. The school needs to send something into the Board of Pharmacy after we actually graduate. So I'm really hoping I get a date that's in June. It does have a really high pass rate. I think it's about 98 maybe % of people pass. So in theory, I should not have anything to worry about, but it's such a big, important test that I don't want to risk it. So I have been studying pretty hard for it, but I still just, I don't know. I'm one of those people where no matter how hard I study, I'm not going to feel prepared for it. As silly as that sounds, like you would think if I studied enough, I would feel prepared, but I'm just one of those people that like it's just never enough. So it's not that I don't know what I'm doing, it's just that I always feel like there's more I could improve on. So that's kind of my problem there. So yeah, that was what I was going to use the full boxes for. That was kind of what I was trying to get at. I'm going to use this for my study schedule in my really long, convoluted way of saying it. And I think I might just, nope, that's a little bit short. This, okay, I'm gonna cut this in half. Well, actually, I just need like the tiniest little bit. And this part is hopefully gonna get covered up with a weekend banner anyway. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so graduating pharmacy school, that's crooked. Been a long time coming, because for pharmacy school, you actually have to do prerequisites before you can go into pharmacy school. So there's some people in my class that did 2 years. They just did like just the classes that you needed to get into pharmacy school. And that worked out nicely for them. I did a 4-year degree, so I have my bachelor's too. Not that I'm ever going to use it, so that was a little bit of a waste, but it was still, I feel, a good experience. Let me just check to make sure this is still filming. Yes, okay. Yeah, so that's that. And then pharmacy school itself is 4 years. So it's been a really long time. I'm kind of sad to be done with it, but at the same time, it's gonna be really nice to actually get paid instead of paying tuition. Okay. Okay, yeah, so those are totally crooked, but like I said, with the Happy Planner, you kind of have to MacGyver it a little bit. All right, I'm gonna put down the rest of these full boxes. Let's see. So, this one, I might actually just kind of put it down in the order that they have it, because I feel like these 2 green ones are far enough apart and these ones are spaced evenly apart. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay. yeah, like I already am. Okay, so memory card was full. I had to go transfer everything off of the card to my computer. Yeah, that was annoying. Yeah, but in the meantime, I kind of decided, I think I'm gonna use this as the weekend banner. So we'll do that. I did pull out all the other options. See, my problem is that the weekend banner that comes with this kit comes like that, which granted they're really pretty, but it's really hard for me to cut that out by hand, and I don't want to deal with that. I've just already got other options. So I kind of pulled out all my weekend banners. I have a lot of printouts from some of the other kits. Her kits come with 2 weekend banners. So I have printouts from the other ones. I just don't think any of these ones are really gonna work. And then these might work. It kind of is little pastel colors. These are from Sweet Quiet Design. But I feel like the print here is so bold that like having the tiny little weekend banner, it wouldn't really stand out that much. Didn't really want to use any of these. Was thinking maybe the red. I just didn't want to use the green because the whole background is kind of a greenish color. And then planner sticker Jubilo. Love her weekend banners, but I just didn't feel like any of these really fit the theme. Like maybe this one does a little bit, but I can always use these later. So I didn't want to use up that. So there's that. I'll just go in and put in the rest of these boxes. So I decided I'm gonna use the second smallest strip here just to kind of fill that in a little bit. So let's see. These, I don't know if these were necessarily kiss cut that well. Oh, okay, that's not bad. So, best way to do this. Hopefully these are, no, actually these ones aren't quite big enough. Yeah, no, these are not quite big enough. I have to use the next size up. So I'm gonna put that back down. I actually have to use the second largest. And these will cover up the top a little bit, but I can always layer the header over that. So there's that one. Yeah, so the memory card was really annoying. I probably should have read a little bit more carefully before I ordered the larger memory card. But what I'm really hoping is that I can upgrade to the I think what are they up to now? T6i. I really like Canon, so I'm probably hoping to just stay with that. So I'm really hoping I can upgrade to the T6i. And usually they have these bundles where you can so you get the camera. I'm looking for one of the bundles that you get 2 lenses with. So you get the standard 18 to 55 millimeter lens, but then I think they usually come with like a 75 to 300 or 75 to 200 millimeter lens as well. So I'm really hoping to do that. Plus they typically will come with maybe like a color printer. So that'll be nice because I currently don't have a color printer. I run to Copyworks to print all of these stickers. And the people there probably think I'm a little nuts, but that's fine. I don't care. That was not cut very well at all. Yeah, so I currently don't have a color printer even, so that would be actually really nice to get one of those bundles, and they usually are available with a rebate or something. And I think there might be a new model coming out because I've actually been seeing quite a few deals with that kind of bundle going on lately. I just haven't quite pulled the trigger yet. It's mainly because I actually don't have a job lined up yet, so I feel like until I have a job, I should stop spending money. So I probably shouldn't have bought the silhouette, but it was just such a good deal. It was meant to be, oh, I forget the actual price. It was meant to be $100, so $99.99, but I think the way they put in the code, they put it in as like $80 off. So I think what happened, because I actually got it for $82. Like I got a silhouette portrait for $82, which I thought was an incredible deal considering the retail price of it is $180. But I think what happened was, instead of putting the code in as just like, sorry, this is my little like scrap pile. Instead of putting the code in as like to knock the price down to $99.99 or whatever, they put it in as like $80 off the list price. So I think when I went to go buy it, the silhouettes were actually on sale. So this was just right off of Silhouette America. So the silhouettes were on sale, so it actually took $80 off the sale price, which is how I wound up getting it for $82. So I thought that was a great deal, couldn't resist, so I did pull the trigger and get it. But yeah, other than that, I'm like trying to refrain from any big purchases until I lock down a job. So yeah, that's kind of my dilemma, and that's why I haven't gotten the new camera yet, but that's also why I'm not planning on getting another memory card, because once I get the new camera, I'll be able to use the new memory card that I bought, the 64GB one. Which this one definitely lied to me. Like, it definitely says on the card 120 minutes of HD video, which is so not true, because so far I filmed, it was actually quite a long time. I think it was almost 30 minutes. It was like 25 minutes maybe, which is actually a pretty long time. And I don't know if anyone really wants to watch me put down stickers and talk for 25 minutes, but I'm gonna put it up anyway because that's the kind of video I like watching. But yeah, so that was totally a lie. Thanks a lot. Hopefully that was in frame. I'm sorry. Still new to this. Oh, that almost went down upside down. Yeah. I also wonder if my neighbors can hear me talking. Like, these walls are pretty thin, and I can always at least hear my neighbors arguing, which granted they're yelling, and I'm talking fairly normal volume, but I really wonder if they can just kind of like hear me talking to myself. Hopefully they at least think I'm on the phone with someone. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Then I actually do have 2 birthdays this week, so I am going to run and grab, once I'm done putting this on, I'm gonna run and grab my Mombi sticker book. Alright, so that's done. Yeah, so the only for sures for this week are the 2 birthdays. So I'm gonna go grab my sticker book really quickly. And we're almost out of battery. Fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna try to hurry this up because I'm almost out of battery. So I have a birthday on the 25th and a birthday on the 29th, I believe. Let me see. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it is the 29th. So those are really the only 2 things I'm gonna put in. But other than that, this is what the finished spread looks like. Hopefully that is all in frame. Maybe not. It's bumping into the camera's tripod legs. But that's what the finished spread looks like. Because it's so far in advance, I really don't know what I'll be doing, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. As you can see, I really don't put in any little things. I just don't, I think the only little things I really have used are the shipping ones, so when I'm expecting packages. Other than that, I really don't put any of them in. So yeah, so this is pretty much the finished spread. Usually I'll put something over here like a little to-do list or a little to-clean list, but for the most part, this is what my spreads look like. So I'll just put in the 2 birthdays, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. If the camera cuts out before I'm done, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and hopefully you enjoyed this. So to decide, probably gonna use yellow. No, I'm gonna use pink over here. And then maybe a red over here. Okay. Oh, totally still haven't put down the weekend banner yet either. Oh, okay, still going. Still going. Oh, and actually the pink works out well with this. Actually, I'm going to do it from this side. Alright, and I'm going to use this teal birthday that's right here for one of them. I like to put it at the bottom so then I can just write their name at the very top. And for this one, maybe I will do just the black. I wonder if the white will look good here to bring in a little bit of the white from there. Alright, we're going to do the white because I feel like the black one you can use in other spreads. So there's that. See if there's like a birthday, like a little icon or something. Oh, they do. Okay. Little birthday icon. Okay, so I'm going to use the other teal one. Or here. And we'll just kind of keep going with the black and white. So we'll do that here. And I'll just fill that in with their names. Okay, so this is the finished pre-planned spread. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know any tips you guys might have or any suggestions you have for me to just keep improving. I really do enjoy making these. I just feel like, I don't know if anyone really wants to hear me talk for 30 minutes. That's just, as much as I like watching Plan With Me's, I don't know if anyone really wants to watch me plan and, you know, ramble on for 30 minutes. So just let me know if you have any suggestions for me. But thank you for watching and hope you have a great day.